Welcome back, Soul Tribe. For those of you new to my channel, welcome. Let's check the vibe today. Now, I've been getting downloads all morning. We're going to check the energy and see what's going on. I am divinely protected, grounded, and aligned. Ask the Holy Spirit to guide me. All pure and positive energies may stay. If there's any negative energies, you are not welcome in this space. Any negative vibes or any negative energies sent my way will be returned to sender. Okay, now I've done, of course, a pre-shuffle. Someone's longing for you, collective. All right, Soul Tribe. Spirit, what does the collective need to know about the person on their mind? What does the collective need to know about the person on their mind? The person on your mind, you've closed the door on. They're circling, you gave them your heart, and now they feel that they're locked out. You've locked them out. Longing comes again. Longing comes out again. They're missing you so badly. They want to talk. They want to get together. They want to patch things up with you. They want to reunite with you, collective. Tell me more, Spirit, about the person on their mind. They remain hopeful, even if they feel that you have closed the door on them. You inspire them in a way that no one else has been able to. They're still hopeful and optimistic that you're not completely gone. But there's always that underlying layer of fear. They daydream about you. They replay in their mind all the hope that they had with you. And continue to have. But they live with their head in the clouds. Sometimes this person may appear a bit delusional. But this person has made a lot of bad choices. And they continue their karmic cycles. They haven't been able to break the pattern, which tells me that this person is a bit of an avoidant and possibly a narcissist. But let's see. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, spill it. Tell me more about this person's energy, the person that's on their mind. Okay. Today, collective, you're celebrating, you're in high spirits, you're in a good mood. And you know what? You moved on with your life. Okay, you're celebrating, you're partying, you're going out with friends, you're living the good life. But this person feels that you're their soulmate. Twin flame. Oh boy. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Twin flame reading. Well, collective. That's why they're always going to feel a pull towards you. Tell me more, Spirit, about their counterpart, my collective's counterpart. Tell me more. Oh boy. Okay. This person is going through some legal matters. Okay, they have some legal matters pending and they're going through a lot right now, collective. And they feel that you have drawn up your sword and you now have boundaries. Okay, you've had enough. You you're done with the BS. Okay, you're done with the disrespect and you're in Queen of Swords energy. And you've let them go. You've recharged yourself. You're in celebration mode. You're in your power. You're in your Empress status, collective. And they're going through it. Whatever they did, what did they do? Spirit, what did they do to the collective? They ran. They ran. They're in denial. They got too close and they ran because in a twin flame dynamics, there's a runner and a chaser. And collective, they ran from you. Thank you, Spirit. That's exactly what happened. Thank you for the confirmation. They ran. That's why you closed the door. Because they ran. They ghosted you. They escaped. They were the runner. You were the chaser. But you had enough. That's why you put your sword up and said, no more. No more. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay, this person is established. Or they see you established as well. Okay, you're doing well. You're secure. And that's what they see. They were conniving. They were disloyal. And abusive, remember, that doesn't always mean physical abuse, okay? When a person even lies to you, that's it. Psychological, mental, they kept you in a loop, they kept you waiting. And you know what? You don't need that. You're secure. You got it going on. And they see that you don't need them. That's just it. Tell me more, Spirit. This person was toxic, full of drama around them. And right now, wherever they are, they're having a lot of arguments. I have a feeling that this person put you in a situation where you didn't need to be. Tell me more, Spirit, about their situation. Why are they so toxic? They want to apologize to you for them doing so much wrong to you. They wronged you, collective. They wronged you. They wronged you. And now they want to come back and apologize because they see your glow up. They see that you're doing fantastic. And they see that you are in this glow up energy. Look at that. Okay. You're doing great in your career. And I see this light. You might be in the spotlight. You might have your own channel or platform. And they're here in their stagnant ass life. They feel stuck. And you've moved on. And they're in it. They're in their emotions. They're fearful. They're worried that you're not going to allow them to even apologize, collective. But they were disloyal to you. They lied. They tried to manipulate. They tried to control the narrative, and you weren't having it anymore, so you moved on. And now they're in their feelings about it. Their emotions come in like waves. And it just might be too late to apologize. And that's what their anxiety and fear are telling them. Oh, geez. Okay. Collective, love affair, you were their dirty little secret. Okay. They put you in a situation where you didn't need to be. Anybody who keeps you their dirty little secret, you know that they have somebody else. Okay? And they feel now that you have cut ties with them because you found out of that conniving toxic behavior that they put you in, and that they made you a third party in their little games. So you know what? You got away. You said, you know what? I'm gonna have some fun. They're afraid you cut them loose. When they ran, now they're lusting over you. This person was greedy and selfish. They wanted you to themselves, but at the same time they ran. And they thought that you weren't enough, apparently, if they had something else going on with being their dirty little secret. Okay? They kept doing the download. This person was on that. This is ridiculous. This is infuriating. They put you in a third party dynamics. They were envious about you, something about you, about the way that you lived, the way that you shined, collective. But they put you in a competitive energy to compete with somebody else. And you know what? No. So they can stay in their lustful energy right now, watching you have a great time without them. And you know what? Deep down, this person believes that someone else is coming in because you blocked their ass and you moved on. And sometimes, you know, they may text you and they will find themselves blocked, even if you did not do it yourself, because spirit doesn't want them to get through to you. And you know what? You may be just sitting back, sipping your tea, like this picture depicts right here, listening to what goes around comes around. There's a lot of gossip around them, and it's getting to you of what's going on. This person is exhausted, they're burnt out, they live in a loop. They feel empty without you, and they don't know where to go from here without you. They've been living with a mask on. They've been hiding. Well, clearly, they've been hiding. Look at that. Two-faced. They've been living a double life, as Spirit showed us. Let me see. Right here. Keeping you a dirty little secret. Now just Spirit confirms this, confirmation after confirmation. They were living a double life. Cheater, backstab. They had a mask, of course, because anyone who's two-faced and living a double life has a mask on. What were they hiding? You, collective. And they were hiding their feelings for you to the world and to themselves. This person is in massive denial. They didn't want to admit their feelings for you. This person is extremely avoidant and selfish. And you said no more. And now they want a second chance with you, collective, because they knew that the grass was not greener on the other side. Boom. Well, they could stay right there. They could stay right there. Let's do a few soulful oracles for my soul tribe. Okay, Spirit. This person in your energy field, collective, was clowning around, and now they feel ashamed, humiliated for the pain they've caused, the trouble, and they felt that they had all these options. They juggled you, and now they feel blocked and locked wherever they are. So in that third party dynamic, okay, you will always be a temptation to them because they put you in this third party dynamics, which shows that they were juggling you. And now this doesn't have to be real handcuffs, okay? It says evidence. Yeah, but you know what? The evidence is they ran, they put you in that situation, they juggled you, and you know what? They dropped the ball, collective. They dropped the ball. And now they feel shame, sorrow, and they feel that there's no coming back from that. That's why they feel humiliated, ashamed for them clowning around. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This person is fired up because they ghosted you. They disappeared on you. They grew distant and cold. And you know what, collective? You don't need anybody treating you cold. Some of you may be in no contact, while others little to none. Yeah, they walked away. They thought the grass was definitely greener, avoidant and greedy. But now they have this pent up rage. Look at his face, pent up rage. Because their emotions and their thoughts, they just go round and round that you've moved on. Well, when they ghosted you, they should have thought about it. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more of what the collective needs to know about the person on their mind. Yeah, they can't stop thinking about you. They look at photos. They dwell on what's been lost. Tell me more, Spirit. Round and round they go. But why, Spirit? Everybody has free will. What's going on in their life that they can't come to the collective? What's going on? What's going on in this person's world that they cannot come clean with the collective? Okay, we have this person, or you may be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And look at here. I asked and Spirit delivered. They might be coming around in the spring. Okay. You might get an unexpected phone call, text. You might see them driving around your neighborhood or your house, hoping that they could just bump into you, okay, to instigate, to start a conversation because they want to come back. And it says around spring. And you know what? It's the first day of March. Although in tarot and in the mystical world, time is irrelevant because when you find this message, it's your message. Now remember, let it flow or let it go. If this resonates with you, then you will immediately know. Don't force this reading to fit if it's not yours. Again, this person was an attention seeker. They are jealous. They're jealous of you. And they're jealous of anybody who gets around you. But they're coming back. They're coming back in the spring because they want to talk. What do they want to talk about? They feel triggered. They feel triggered by what they did and how you're treating them. If you've blocked them and you close the door on them, that's the thing. That's what's triggering them. And of course, their flashbacks. This lets me know that when they ghosted you, that was a huge tower moment for you. Huge. And when they think back about how they treated you, it's triggering them. And your behavior towards them is triggering them now. But something's happening around the summer. Maybe they're letting go of this third party that they had. Of course. They gave you their bare minimum, and now they're receiving the bare minimum, so they're unsatisfied with that. Because since you're not pouring into them anymore, collective, you are pouring into yourself. And that is intentional. Self-love. You are in your Empress energy, like I mentioned before. You are pouring into yourself. You no longer care. You are unbothered, and you are no longer pouring into somebody that gave you the bare minimum. Yeah, and they're unsatisfied with that. Yeah, well, c'est la vie. Tell me more, Spirit. They didn't see the patterns. They didn't see how childish they were being. And now you are watching them. It's not about revenge. You're not taking revenge on them. But they feel that because they treated you the way that they did, you might be taking it out on them. And now they're watching you. And that's the problem. They think that it's revenge. Well, karma, baby, karma. Oh, my cards are just dancing. There's a deadline and they know it. They feel that time is running out. And that's why they feel an urgency now to come back and talk to you and have that conversation. They're obsessed with you. They have this insatiable appetite for you. They can't stop thinking about you, and it is tearing them apart. And because there is a deadline, they know that time is running out to talk to you. They have to make a decision. They're holding back because they're afraid. They're afraid that you will not give them the time of day anymore. So they're indecisive about coming back, but there's a decision at hand. They're at a stalemate. They're two of swords right now. There needs to be a decision. He needs or she needs to make a decision about your relationship and about where they're going and where they put you in, because they can no longer be avoidant in this situation. But since they feel that they are running out of time, they might think it's too late. But you know what, collective? The universe will not let them linger in this energy. Okay? This person is going through some major tower moments because of what they did, because the universe will not allow them to continue to be in this avoidant two swords energy. Okay? They are not going to leave them stuck. They need to make a decision that around winter possibly is when they ghosted you, or just like the weather. Okay, they were cold and distant with you. For those who are still in contact, some of you may have no contact at all. So around winter something went down. Okay, because we're still in winter now, but around the corner, today's the first day of March, and spring is just a few days away. So they're running out of time, and they know that a decision is at hand. One more card, Spirit, for the collective. What does the collective need to know about the person on their mind? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. We got a few, I guess. Spirit didn't want one. You may be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, an earth sign, or they may be. This person is in their emotions. They are in and out. They can't stop. The person that they're dealing with, let's call them the third party, maybe a fire sign. Of course, flip and switch the roles. This may be you or your person or the third party. Might be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. They feel that they're risking a lot. They feel that it's an unsafe scenario. Okay. They feel that loving you is taking a big risk. And where they're in right now, collective, they feel comfortable. Okay. A lot of comfort. And they're afraid of picking up and go. But they're definitely in their emotions. They just can't stop. And they are obsessed with you. Okay. They can't let go. Of course, remember, soulmate and twin flame energy. That's why they're obsessed. They're holding on to you. They're gripping. They're gripping every chance they get with you because they know time is running out. But they know that they can't just get away. They feel confused. They know that you are a gift. You are a gift. But they fumbled you. Tell me more, Spirit. Anything else from this deck? Anything else for the collective from this deck? Okay. Collective, they have children. They have a home. They're with this third party. They have children, a child or more than one. So they have responsibilities. That's exactly why they're confused. They're in their emotions and they feel that this is such a risk for them. But they know that there's a decision to be made. There is a deadline because they cannot stay in this energy. So they're obsessing. There's a decision. They have children. They have a life. Okay, they have a family. So the risks are huge and they're afraid. They're afraid of making a mistake and losing it all. Leaving their life and then you not opening the door. But they were sneaky and disloyal. And you saw it. And they ran from you and you had enough. You don't want that anymore. But that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of closing out that karmic cycle with the third party and then coming to you and saying, okay, I'm here, baby. I'm here. And then they see this. They see this door with this padlock right here that you are not opening because you crushed their heart. So now their heart is staying on the other side of of your door. And that's what they're afraid of because you're guarded now. And you're not going to let them shatter your heart again. They see you guarded. And that's why they're afraid. Anything else? Oh, of course. And now, honey, you've got a new boo. And they feel it. And this is what they've been afraid of all along. You finding someone else that actually sees you. So there's new love blossoming, collective. Just in time for spring. Love it. Love it. So let's get you some guidance. Let's get you some guidance, collective. My beautiful soul tribe. Get you some guidance. Okay, Spirit, some guidance for the collective for my beautiful soul tribe. Well, there's definitely guidance. Wow. Make some noise, soul tribe. Make some noise because your success is already in motion. You've taken time to rest, so you're ready, baby. You rest, then shine, okay? And make some noise because your success is already in motion. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's why Globe came out. Tell me more, Spirit. More guidance for my beautiful soul tribe. Protect your vision. Protect your vision. Success is in motion, but protect your vision and protect your energy, collective. There's only one of you. So protect your vision, protect yourself from all energy around you, including the person that's been around your energy. Spirit is telling you to definitely protect yourself because success is yours. And you know what? Turn the page. You're in control, collective. Turn the page because it's time to rewrite the narrative. And on this note, my soul tribe, I hope that this energy read resonated with you. Like, share, subscribe. If you'd like a clarity decode, my email and my information is in my bio. Well, soul tribe, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And until next time, stay real.